Digital games are known for its potential in providing high levels of engagement and entertainment among its users. As an example, more than 11 million subscribers spend an average of 23 hours per week immersed in World of Warcraft. Aside from providing engagement and entertainment, research suggests that digital games promote creativity, critical thinking and problem-solving skills, collaboration, and learning improvement among its users. Educators have begun to tap the learning potential of digital games and use it as an instructional tool. Much of the existing knowledge in digital games used in education has been supported by the idea that high levels of engagement help increase learning. On the other hand, the cognitive theory of multimedia learning states that people learn more deeply when a learning content is presented using words and pictures rather than words alone or pictures alone. Will students' knowledge and skills increase if they use digital games compared with a less engaging traditional media like print? The objectives of this study were to compare the extent of student achievement in the cognitive domain and psychomotor domain and determine the attitudes of students. This study used Eternal Story, which is a high-quality, massive multiplayer online role-playing game which is designed and developed by the Information and Technology Service Center of Chiang Mai University and Thai Cyber University. Eternal Story aims to make learning fun by engaging students and improving their understanding of fundamentals of English. In this game, players take the roles of warriors and complete missions by interacting with non-player characters. The engagement part of the game is derived from traveling through the fairy tale world and gathering rewards by destroying monsters. The learning content of the game included selected topics in fundamentals of English, such as references, topic, and main idea, which were presented using on-screen texts. In comparison, a booklet was designed and developed by the researcher with similar learning content as the game, but presented using texts and pictures. This study used a pre-test post-test control group design involving Medyo University students studying PS-103 during the academic year 2011 to 2012. 60 sample students were randomly selected and distributed into the experimental group and control group. During the pre-test, all sample respondents answered a cognitive and psychomotor domain achievement test to measure their existing knowledge and skills. The post-test was conducted after 2 weeks. During the post-test, the experimental group played Eternal Story for about 40 minutes and then answered the post-test questionnaires. The control group read the booklet for about 40 minutes and answered the post-test questionnaires. The results of the study showed that the samples were mostly 20 years old and in their second year in university. Their majors were mostly public administration, economics, information technology, engineering, and agriculture. The samples were interactive multimedia users, but have limited knowledge and skills in English. For the student achievement in the cognitive domain, results of independent samples t-test show that booklet users attained a mean gain score of 21.17 in the cognitive domain achievement test, while the digital game users attained a mean gain score of 12.17. For the student achievement in the psychomotor domain, Results of independent samples t-test showed that booklet users attained a mean gain score of 24.33 in the psychomotor domain achievement test, while the digital game users attained a mean gain score of 18.17. For the attitudes toward the digital game, thematic analysis indicated that majority of the students perceived the content of the game difficult to understand. But overall, majority of the students perceived the interactive digital game effective, engaging, and helpful in improving knowledge and skills. For attitudes toward the booklet, majority of the students perceive the content of the booklet easy to understand because of the organization, the layout, the graphics, and the availability of Thai translations. Digital games are actually one of the most powerful learning tools that have ever been created because of the merger of engagement and education. To take full advantage of the potential of digital games in improving student achievement, the learning content should be designed in such a way that it involves text and pictures rather than texts alone. Further research may be conducted on the effects of digital educational games played on mobile or smartphones.